Gentlemen, this day has finally arrived. After months and months of being at this, we finally hit 1,000 subscribers. All right, this happened yesterday, right? It wasn't today, but it was yesterday. It was yesterday in the night that I found out. I was checking the channel and I found out about this. And I was in the middle of uploading another video too, but I had to stop that in between and record this one. I mean, the next day, which is today, by the way. All right, a lot of things I have to say. Firstly, thank you so much. Secondly, right after I took this screenshot, a couple hours later, somebody unsubscribed and sent me back to 999. So please subscribe back, motherfucker. Yeah, I know I'm being fucked with, but please listen. I want to turn on monetization. Okay, I can't do that if you unsubscribe. All right, but yes, that's besides the point. Anyways, I just want to say thank you guys. I could not have done this if it wasn't for your support and for you guys just taking the decision to just subscribe. I mean, it's free, but still means a lot. And it just makes me think 1,000 people thought it was good enough, thought my channel was good enough to subscribe to. And so, thank you so much. It's only because of you guys watching my videos that I even feel inspired to make them. So, yeah, this would have not been possible without you guys. That being said, let's not waste any further time and let's go straight into the Q&A. Welcome, gentlemen, to the segment of the video where we ponder and answer the questions from the deeply intellectual community of my Discord. Firstly, we're going to be starting with the question, how do you not get bored of this game? That is a really good question. Thing is, I mean, I kind of realize now I've been kind of playing the same game over and over, same setup every single time. What I just tell myself, I'm just like, okay, we're doing this. Every time I do a new challenge, I try to do something new each time. And thing is, if I just did Formidable Nations, it would get boring. I completely understand. I mean, I get there have been moments where I got tired of it too, but I pushed through and I kept going because I wanted to see, you guys obviously wanted to see those Formidable Nations happen, so I made it happen. And that's why I tried to switch things up with, the spectator mode videos, which I kind of stopped doing them because I wanted to finish the Second Great War mod. I managed to hit 1,000 subs before that, so again, that's the thing though. With this game, I feel like there's so much you can do in terms of, because the sheer amount of Formidable Nations you have, that you can just do things in spectator mode and create a whole number of different scenarios. Trust me, in terms of the spectator mode videos that I've done so far, we're just scratching the surface in all the ideas that I've put down. I just haven't been able to do them all. I just haven't had the time. So honestly, how do I not get bored of this game? I mean, there's a lot to do. Plus, there are of course the mods, which I'll get into those later. Next up, we have, what was the thought process behind the name The Iron Spartan? Okay, so this one, when I saw this question in the Discord, right, I'm like, okay, this is one of the real questions that need to be, that I completely understand that need to be answered, right? Where did this name come from? And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. See, this Iron Spartan name that I came up with, right? It was the name that, I came up with this name years ago, right? Years before I started the YouTube channel. This was maybe around 2020, around then. I think maybe even before that, I don't know, because I used it when, back in the day, all right, guys, back in the day, I feel old just saying that, but back in the day, when I used to play Call of Duty Mobile. Yes, gentlemen, I played Call of Duty Mobile because I couldn't play the real thing, so we played the mobile, right? The Iron Spartan was just the name that I used for that. And I think one of the things was that I remember like really being obsessed with Sparta at the time because I thought they were such a cool like, oh yeah, wow. I mean, I listen. I was well, this was before being. I mean, I just became a teenager, so I mean, I still am, but like, as in, this is keep in mind, right? This is the past me coming up with the names, cooking up names in the lab right here. You know, I just wanted something Spartan. So, and in fact, one thing that I'm kind of pissed at myself for is the fact that it's literally the Iron Spartan. The Spartans didn't use iron. They didn't even reach the Iron Age back then. Like, the name itself is historically inaccurate. That kind of pisses me off. But at the same time, nobody else thought of this name first. I thought of it first, so it's mine now, right? I'm keeping it. So yeah, no. When it comes to the origins of this name, I just used it for the games, whatever game I was playing. Like, and when I mean used it for the games, I use this name literally everywhere. Like any game that I happened to play was Iron Spartan, the Iron Spartan, the Iron Spartan, right? So yeah, that's where this name comes from. Okay, next up we have what microphone do you use? All right, so here's the thing, right? When it comes to microphone, okay, it might feel weird to say this because I mean, I've gotten comments saying that the mic sounds really good, right? But the weird thing is I don't use a mic, guys. I just okay, so like I use a Huawei tablet, right? Mate 20, I think it's what it's called. And like all that I do is when I screen record, there's like an option at the top. I don't know if I could screenshot and show you guys. Maybe if I don't know, maybe I can get a screenshot, but I don't think it's possible. But because it doesn't show up. But then like next to like in the top part of the screen, right, where the recording when I start screen recording, there's an option for me to turn the mic on so that I can hear what I'm saying. Sometimes I turn it off, and then those are the videos where I speed it up. But then the videos where I'm just talking throughout, and it's the long ones where it's live, like the proper speed, like live speed. Those ones I just turn on the mic from there. So I don't really like. That's the thing. I don't really use a microphone. It's just the mic from this tablet that I'm using here. Now, another question asked was, what editing app do I use? Okay, so call me basic. It's CapCut. Okay, so we got two questions that are relatively simple, like touch on the same subject. So I'm just put them right here. Will I play any games in the future, and will I play Dummy Nation? Now, okay, I'll actually be clear. I'll actually be honest about this. I've actually played Dummy Nation. Because I saw it in the what do you call it? I saw it in the store, and I wanted to download it and see what it would be like. And I mean, it was actually pretty fun. So I actually would totally love to do a video on it sometime later. And so yeah, definitely love to play Domination. That too. Other games, yes, definitely. As I mean, the future of this channel does not only rest with Age of Civilizations 2. I mean, I have to expand. I will expand to other things. All right, so right now, this is actually going to be a question from one of the YouTube comments that I found while like looking for questions for this Q&A. And it's basically, okay, so where am I from? Now, of course, I guess you guys are new here, so welcome. Nice to have you on board. But I think I've already answered this in previous Q&As, but I am from Sri Lanka, and if you don't know where that is, it's an island beneath India. It's that island that people think is part of India. Sometimes people sometimes think that, but no, we're not. And next up, we actually have a question from the Discord that was actually related to Age of Civilizations 2. Out of all of these questions, it's quite unique. What's the pros and cons of releasing vassals? Okay, honestly, I feel like this warrants its own video, so I feel like I'll leave this question for a later date. Now's the segment in the video where we talk about the future of this channel. Now, there are several things I want to address in this section of the video. Firstly is that I've actually been, putting a bunch of things aside saying, oh, I'm going to wait for 1,000 subs, multiple things, right? So a couple months ago, for the past, I mean, for several months now, I don't know, they've died down now, but for months ago, there were requests for me to do Bloody Europe 2. And in a previous post, right, as one of those YouTube posts, I promised that I would do Bloody Europe 2 after I hit 1,000 and after I finish with Second Great War. And so we can expect, so I'm just saying, you guys, time's coming. We can expect Bloody Europe 2 videos to come out. I mean, you guys can expect that coming out soon. Maybe I'll actually try that mod. I mean, I've actually played it a few times now. Still trying to understand all the different controls. But soon enough, I think I'll get the hang of it and be able to play. I mean, you guys will get to see me maybe fumble around a little bit here and there in the first couple episodes. But it'll take me time. It'll take me time to learn. Other than that, we also have another thing of that, playing other games, right? Of course, I already touched on this in this video, but I have, okay, I didn't usually talk about this, right, when I like do YouTube, but so ever since I started this channel, I've had like a separate notepad on my tablet, right? Actually, several now, but separate notepad on this tablet dedicated to future video ideas. And in that, I've been noting down a whole list of games that I want to try out. And so I'm not gonna just completely switch to those games, right? That's pretty stupid, because you guys, I mean, you guys are like the core base right now, and you guys are used to Age of Civilizations 2. So I'm not just gonna switch to some other game and abandon Age of Civilizations 2 either. So what I'm thinking of how I can do it is, instead of doing it like, methodically like Age of Civilizations 2, I'll do it one video of me playing another game. If you guys like it, I will do a part 2s, part 3s, whatever. It all depends on how you guys respond to those videos. If they do well in views, if you guys comment down and ask for more, I'll continue with them. If not, then I won't. That's how I kind of want to do this. I want to make a channel which is filled with content that you guys want to watch, not just content. It's the most important thing. Second, I mean, this is, wait, no, I'm losing count. Thirdly, right? I kind of realized that I haven't been using polls. I have not been using polls very often, right? The last poll that I did was asking about which country I should do for my 500 sub special. You guys chose the Mongol Empire, which I ended up doing. Now, we did that, and then of course there was the other poll, which was should I form Arabia in 1440 or in the modern day? Now here's the thing about that poll. Actually, I'd like to address that too here. I checked. Turns out in the base game you cannot form Arabia in 1440, because I checked all the nations around that region. None of them have that option. So the poll is kind of useless, because it's literally modern day. Like, there's no way for me around it. So I'm probably gonna do a video forming Arabia as probably Saudi Arabia, because I mean it makes the most sense. And so, yeah, that's the thing. That part aside, I feel like I'm gonna start. It's better for me to start using more polls now. Again, it's more about you guys and how you guys respond. What you guys want to see, and I think like I'll start using polls more and more often, especially the YouTube polls, because I mean more of you are on YouTube than you are on the Discord. Now, speaking of the Discord, there's honestly not much that goes on there, on that Discord. The main use for that Discord right now is it's a more convenient way to reach me. You guys can talk to me directly right there on that Discord. So I mean that's the only real benefit it has over YouTube. Plus, I can see the suggestions much more easily than it would be on YouTube. YouTube, just all the comments are all there. So honestly, I'm gonna try think of a way to make the Discord more active as well. Like give it some purpose. And I'll have to probably discuss with my friend who runs that server too to think of ideas on how to make that more, you know, active, make it give it some reason to exist because right now the Discord doesn't really do much. So yeah, those are all the things that I wanted to talk about. So again, going forward on this channel, it's gonna be about expanding my content. One, expanding my content to different content, like different games. Two, making sure that as I expand to things that you guys are actually interested in watching and not just expand. Three, maybe I'll improve my content quality. I should probably try to be better, do better. That and for the Discord and polls. Again, more feedback into what, and like I actually have ideas. Like how I mentioned earlier that you can play Age of Civilizations 2 in many ways. There are many sorts of ways you can. You don't have to play the game the same structured way in that you can just you have to always make a formula and stuff like that. That's how I've been playing for a long time, but there are other ways to do it. There are other ideas that I want to try out. And so now is going to be the time where I try those different ideas, and maybe before when I try those ideas, I'll see how you guys respond to them. And if it's good, then I'll keep it. If not, then bin it. That's how it's going to be. And before I try new games, maybe I'll put out a poll on the YouTube, one of the YouTube polls, see which one you guys want to see me do. Maybe before I do any civilizations, I'll give you guys the poll, the options to, vote on it. Maybe when I do TNO, okay, I don't want to bring this up, but you have, look. One of the YouTubers I watch, right? Swinsball. I'm sure many of you know him because honestly, his Hearts of Iron 4 content is amazing, right? He completely just brings a completely new element, right? His whole storytelling, his element of storytelling to these games, he just brings in, it completely changes everything. Because his videos, maybe 20 minutes, maybe 50 minutes, not, even if one of his videos were 50 minutes, I'd watch it, right? That's how good it is. And so I want to take, I don't want to copy, but I want to take that same principle in that you guys decide where his whole series of Hearts of Iron 4, but you choose. Similar to that, I want to try something like that. Not the same thing, not the exact same thing, but you guys basically going to choose where my channel goes from now on, And so, yeah, with that being said, if you've been watching this far, thank you, honestly. I don't know, you guys, many of you have been here since, you guys right now, if my channel continues on and grows and continues growing and becomes big someday, hopefully, you guys will get to say that you were here before the 1,000 subscriber milestone. And honestly, that means a lot. So, thank you. Once again, thank you for being here. Now, one more thing, by the way, before I end this video here, there is one thing that I still have not touched on. The 1,000 subscribers special. This is gonna be the biggest one yet. I am going to finally, it's been long enough, I'm gonna finally do a world conquest because I've never done that one before. And you know what? Because it's gonna be way too long of a video to film it and then just put it out there, it's gonna take way too long to upload, right? And I don't want it to just be like a gigantic series of videos that, people are gonna lose interest in. Instead, I will do something different. Again, it's all about doing things different, but I will do something different. I'm gonna do a live stream. Maybe later today, in the evening when most of, the evening at evening to the night is when most of the viewership is. So I'll do a live stream in the evening and I will play live for the first time, and we'll do that. We'll do it that way instead. So I hope you guys will find that interesting. Anyways, for now, hopefully continue on. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.